Hey guys, and welcome to beamng.drive version 0.33. This update brings us a monster of a truck by the name of the Gavril MD, a highly customizable and highly enjoyable off-roader that would give any truck from Mudrunner a run for its money. This update also introduces new parts and variants to the SBR4 and the old Pessima, as well as an updated drag racing system that basically turns it into its own game mode. Now, there's a ton of little updates packed into 0.33, and I could never hope to cover them all. So I highly implore you to check out the description and read the patch notes over on Beam's own website because it's chocked full of awesome stuff. This is going to be a pretty long video, so if there's anything in particular you'd like to see, I'll have the timestamps on screen now as well as in the description, so you can skip to whatever you want to see. And hey, while you're down there, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll have several videos going up this week covering the update that you won't want to miss. And as always, keep in mind that all the footage you're about to see is from a pre-release version of this update, so you might see some slight differences in the full release. And with that, let's jump right into 0.33 and into the driver's seat of the Gavril MD. Alrighty, so here we go, the Gavril MD. This is kind of like a midway point between the D series and a T series. And as you can see, if we put them right next to each other, we're going to leave this regular D series here as kind of like a banana for scale because these get pretty insane. This is about as stock as you can get. Older version of the truck, no attachments, nothing fancy. This is what you get in the bargain bin as far as the MD series is concerned, but still a very, very, very sturdy vehicle here. Great sound on this thing as well. Gotta love it. Let's check out the interior, shall we? So, not a lot of surprises here. Looks very, very similar to the interior of the D series, which makes sense. It's pretty much the same platform. It's like a blend of the T series and the D series together. As far as interactability, not too much going on here, although we can lock the rear differential with a little sphere here. I don't know if we've seen a sphere yet. Unfortunately, we still have the cubes to kind of push buttons, but I don't know if we've seen a sphere yet. And we can also supply air to the trailer if you do have one right there. But yeah, besides that, you can open the doors and the hood release, but that's about it. Let's hear the clunk. This is an old truck. I'm expecting a very clunky clunk. Here we go. Let's listen. Very clunky. Gotta love it. So let's take a look at our options here. Like I said, this is about as base model as you can get, and it just gets crazier from here. There's a new model, by the way. We'll check one of those out in a second. But yeah, the first kind of crazy one that's popping out to me is the MD70 pickup, which is kind of the same thing. This is only a newer version, and it has a bed. But I want to see a late model version of this truck, and it's pretty darn clean, man. Check that out. Do we have anything fancier? And the interior looks exactly the same, pretty much, actually. Yeah, these are work trucks. You know, they don't really get it updated too often. I mean, it is what it is. But you know what? I like it. Look at this big old yellow machine, man. Let's see how she drives. Very, very loud, good-sounding diesel. Now, I imagine this thing's probably pretty good off-road. We got the dually as well. That kind of feels like a necessity with this type of truck of this size. Oh my goodness. Feels like the Mudrunner update to this game. Like this truck is straight out of Mudrunner. Let's see how it handles this little river crossing here. We're like drifting across this dirt here. Here we go. Shouldn't have any flooding problems. We are like 6 feet off the ground, and we don't. Cuts through the water like it's just freaking butter, man. Let's do it again. Maybe a little bit deeper part of the river. See, yeah, it's not going to have any problems. And then, believe it or not, we can actually get one that's lifted more than this. We're going to see them very shortly. But yeah, this is kind of a stock-ish model of this truck, a late model version of it. Let's do a little bit of a crash test here. That canyon over there seems like the perfect spot to do a head-on collision. So let's do it, baby. Here we go. Is that just a straight up T-Series engine in there? A T-Series diesel, maybe a little bit smaller version of it? That's what it looks like to me. Now let's go ahead and pop the trunk and take a gander at this thing. Do we get to unclip these? Oh, we do! Oh, I love that. Let's do that right there. Beautiful, the little straps. And there we go. Yeah, that looks shockingly similar to the T series engine. Let's actually see what's under the hood here. Belco diesel 640 UI i6 diesel engine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the exact same engine as the T series, which is pretty awesome, man. I think this truck actually shares a lot more in common with the T series than it does the D series, but the D series gets kind of the body shape, so it's kind of a compromise, you see. All right, let's get something a little bit more wacky here. The logging truck. Oh my goodness, that thing looks sick, man. See, now it really feels like we're playing like Mud Runner or something, especially with the log hauling. Beautiful. Let's see how this thing drives. Is this an old version of it? Yeah, it is. From like the late 80s and 90s. Oh, this thing's kind of quick. This thing feels pretty zippy, all things considered. It feels pretty darn zippy. Let's see how it handles a traffic collision, though. Am I going to get a piece of this wood flying straight through the back of my skull? Probably. But we're going to look cool doing it. So, who should we hit here? I'm thinking maybe that Gavril Romer. Oh, I can't catch up to it. Oh, my goodness. We got to find somebody coming our way. There's one right there. Oh, and it's a big boy. It's the H series. This should hurt, but I still think we're just going to kind of plow through this guy. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. What an absolute beast. What an absolute beast. Why did my tires stop? Do I have something stuck under there? Oh, my own bumper stuck in the tires. Great. Gotta love it. The MD60 skid brake. Stripped down cab with a big turbo NOS and diff lock. Interesting. So this thing has NOS. Why is there couches in the back? We got that racing seat, the NOS, the works. We got a little dyno on the dash. Look at that. That's the mascot to the like in-game gas station, which is kind of cool. Little Easter egg. I like it. Yeah, so this is a weird one because we're obviously trying to save weight. You know, given the one seat, but then we have two more seats in the back. Can you strap your friends to the back and just, you know, go to town? I don't know. Gotta say, though, I kind of dig this paint job. I mean, it's a terrible paint job, but I think that's the point. Oh, my goodness. Where did we get that speed? Oh, my God. I just got a ton of speed out of nowhere. I hadn't even turned on the NOS yet, man. Oh, look at that. Look at that axle under there. Oh, it looks so rough. I love it. I love when stuff seems dirty in this game because really a lot of the cars are just, you know, way too clean. But with all these off-road cars we've been getting, it's all rough feeling. I like there's rust on this axle, dude. I need more rust. All right, clearly we're gonna need to go to the highway to see how fast this bad boy can do. I'm guessing about 250 miles an hour once that NOS kicks in. Let's. We might blow our engine here. I don't know. And really, I don't think that those chairs are like making us go faster. So again, I'm wondering why they're there. Hey, look at that. We're at highway speeds and climbing nearly 100 miles an hour. Good thing is if somebody's in the way, we can kind of just push them out of the way if we really need to. Let's try that out now. This thing makes you feel like the king of the road, man. We are so high up. Absolutely absurd. I love it. And we are going to have a pretty crazy collision. I think we're actually topping out at about 102 with the NOS, so maybe 90, 95. Oh, no. It seems my steerings went out. Hold on for dear life. Oh, my goodness. I'm surprised one of the chairs is even still there. I don't know what happened to the cushions, but it sounds like a whole lot of not my problem. Honestly, this thing held up pretty well. Can't complain too much. The frame is very, very strong on this vehicle. We also get a ginormous box truck version of this thing, and actually several versions. So you could definitely fit some fun things in here. Look at that. So much room for activities. And there's also this one, which actually has a pretty sick animation to it. Look at that. I mean, it's pretty much the same truck. I think that other one was a little bit more oriented to off-road, but this one, you get to go like that. with all its sounds and everything. Look at the detail. Hey, can you light us up again? You can see it a little bit better. But yeah, I've mentioned this before, but like the details, man, of the dents from somebody hitting these with whatever. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Here's the tanker version, the off-road tanker version. This thing is absolutely built, man. Look how sturdy this thing looks. But yeah, I think this has been added because they're adding like some delivery missions in the career mode that have you actually transport liquids like gas, diesel, that sort of thing. So I imagine this is going to fit in very nicely with that. Do some cross-country delivery missions in this big old honker. Let's take this thing off-road. Just casually slide it across the road. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Not a problem at all. It's sloshing back there for sure, but we're going to get it from A to B. Let's see how this one handles a little bit of a river cross as well. Oh. Okay. Like, seriously, look at that clearance, man. What is that? 3, 4, 5 feet of clearance? Something crazy like that. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, there we go. Not a problem at all. I don't think any of these are going to have any sort of problem whatsoever getting through basically any type of terrain. We are going to test that in a few, though, because I want to take it to the grid map because there's a lot of different terrain tests we can do there. But yeah, I know you've been looking at this one and this one. These two are absolutely insane. The Overlander, highly customized crew cab and with off-road tires, 4-wheel drive, and a lot of overlanding accessories. My goodness. There's also a tow truck version, of course. I'm glad we got that in there. I feel like we don't have nearly enough tow trucks in this game, you know? Holy crap. What a monster this is. You know, I could make a lot of jokes about the type of person that would buy a truck like this. I'm not going to, but, you know, just kind of insert your own joke here. But, you know, besides the point, this thing is freaking awesome, man. What an absolute monster of a vehicle here. We have a couple more switches on the dash as well. What do these do? Differential lock. Okay, so those are the diffs. And then we got, what else is down here? Trailer, air supply, and the parking brake. Cool, what's this? Oh, transfer case. Got it. You could literally run people over like they're nothing in this thing. I was starting to. Oh, but okay, he's gonna tear my tire up. It's always the bumpers that get you, I swear. Oh, unless you kick it to the curb. Let's do a head-on collision. I'm really not worried at all. Sorry. Oh my god. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I could drive this thing all day, and you know, I probably will after I'm done recording this video. What does it take to stop this thing? Actually, though, this thing is going to be a monster in our car hunt videos, that's for sure. Oh no, we lost the front thing. No. Oh, that might have done it. That might have done it. A shockingly solid tree. It doesn't look like it would be that solid, but apparently it is. All right, so there's one more MD I want to show you today, and I'm so happy to see it. It's like the little baby cousin of its T-Series. Big bro, you guys all know it. Y'all love it. We got that mini destroyer, baby. Complete with the JATO rocket, because of course. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get in with this thing. Hello, sir. Bye-bye, sir. Oh, my God. That's one of the most simple pleasures in life. It simply does not get old. I tell you that much. Let's see how fast we can get this thing going. This is probably going to be a prime candidate for the Car Jump Arena launch. Stay tuned for that. 136 miles an hour. We're almost out of rocket fuel, though. Let's slow it down for this one. Just absolutely atomize that poor Corvette. And how about another? Let's send you off the bridge. Uh-oh. Bye-bye. And now I'm slow again because I don't have rocket fuel. Dang it, I should have loaded that thing up with something. Oh, God. A little bit more fuel. Okay, that pretty much killed us, actually. Oh, my goodness. I lied. There is one more that I wanted to show you. Just this ridiculous ambulance. Super off-road centric ambulance. There is like a kind of normal ambulance, too, but this one is, you know, clearly the star here. Okay. I guess I can't go over that rock. Imagine having to sit in that gurney on the back of this thing while you're going over rough terrain. Would not be the best experience, but I guess if you like take a tumble in the Grand Canyon or something and you're kind of hard to get to. Oh my goodness, we landed it. And there's no other option. I'd take a ride in this thing. Anyway, let's see what the MD can do on some actual off-road terrain. So for that, we are going to go to the grid map, which I know sounds weird, but there is like right here, terrain types. This is perfect for this. Let's do it. Which MD do we want though? Should we go straight to the Overland, or is that too much? I feel like that's a lot, but you know, it's clearly the best off-roader here. So I'm going to give it a shot here. First off, let's see how it does against some rocks. Just some plain old rocks. I really don't think we're going to have too much of a problem here. Unless we're going too fast, I guess. But yeah, this is easy work. Absolutely easy work. That front tire's making me a little nervous. Maybe it's supposed to do that, though. I don't know. It doesn't even feel like I'm driving on sand. Yeah, that's too easy. That is super easy. Let's try some mud. Give me some sort of challenge here. Is this deep mud? I don't know. I mean, not really. Again, doesn't even feel like I'm driving on any sort of rough terrain here. Grass? Is grass going to be able to stop us? Of course not. What about some ice? Is that what this is? Yep, ice. And again, I have grip the entire time, basically. Again, not a problem at all. But I mean, is anybody really surprised that it's not a challenge? I mean, just take a look at this thing. Of course it's not. Of course it's not going to be a problem. What about the... Whoa, okay. I meant to do that. Let's try the water, though. We're going to go straight into the deep end here. Because really, I don't think it's going to be much of a problem at all. Let's give it a shot, though. That's actually getting pretty deep. Oh, God. I didn't know it got that deep. Okay. We know its limits, at least. I think we can make it on this side, though. This one just kind of has steps. So I think we should be fine on this one. It does get a little bit deeper, but we're still okay. Oh, careful, careful. Hydrolocked. We made it to the end, though. Like, that's a solid 5 feet of water, at least, right? Maybe 6. Yeah, that's pretty deep. All right, one more test here. Let's do the hilly mud here so we can actually lock our diffs and such. Can we make it up the hill? Of course we can. Was it even going to be a question? Whoa, wait a second. What seems to be the problem, man? Oh, nothing. You just got to give it a second. It's slow at doing it, but it is going to get you over eventually. Although that 60 degree grade might disagree with this quite a bit. Uh-oh. We might have some problems here, Chief. Let's give it a shot, though. We barely even fit in this lane. That's how big this thing is. Here we go. Not a chance. I think we're just straight up too heavy and too big to make it up that kind of incline, but you know, still pretty darn impressive. I don't know how often you're going to run into something that steep that you just have to get up anyway in a vehicle like this, so you know, I can deal with it. Anyway, next up, we are going to be checking out the new parts for the SBR4 and the old Pessima, so let's do it. All right, so starting out with the SBR4, I feel like I haven't driven this car in a while, man. From what I can see, there's a few different configurations. This is a parts. I want to preface this by saying this is not a remaster of the SBR4 and the Pessima. They're adding parts to the car, although I do think they probably are going to remaster this thing fairly soon. This is what we got so far, so this one's speaking to me. The street tuned TTS2 modified with some bolt-ons and a body kit made to chase down supercars. Let's take this for a spin around West Coast and see how she handles. What a beautiful vehicle, man. Oh, that looks so good. Sounds good too, man. Oh, beautiful. Let's get rowdy real quick. Oh, the speed camera's got me. That's okay, though. They're not going to catch me at this unless I do that. Oops. So yeah, this is kind of like the forgotten supercar beamng.drive. You know, the Scintilla kind of stole its thunder, but oh, buddy. This thing is still an absolute monster, although I will say a remaster, it does need one pretty darn bad. But you know, this is good enough for me right now. I'm still really digging this thing. It handles like a dream, and look at that wing, man. What a nutty wing. Oh, curbs are not our friend in this thing, that's for sure. It's so fast. Oh my god. Jesus. And I think there's one that's actually faster than this. We got the drift. Ooh, drift. Okay, that's loud, man. The colors on this, good God. I love it. I love how cheesy it. Good old beamng AI. I'm going to assume that he had a red there and was just running it. Anyway, this thing's cheesy looking, but I love a good drift car. So let's see how she handles when I throw it into this turn here. Yes, it does. Oh, beautiful. Okay. I don't need that bumper anyway. I can confirm it does donuts. Let's actually get back on the road. It's a little harder to control than some others I've driven, but I could definitely get the hang of this fairly soon. It would probably help if my back tire did not look like that as well. Oh, man. And last but not least, we got that track edition. We're actually going to take this to the track. We do have one on West Coast, so we might as well use it. So let's go. Where's the finish line? I think it's over here. There are going to be some bozos out on the track, but I think we can probably do our best to avoid them here. Oh, this one is quick. I really want to see what its top speed is on that back stretch, but we got to get there first. Let's see how she handles. So far, so good. As long as the back end isn't falling out from underneath me, I'm going to be happy. And it seems to have some pretty monstrous grip. We'll also see on the corkscrew that's coming up as well. Excuse me, coming through. Why are you on the racetrack? I have no idea. Let's go ahead and split the seam here. Don't hit the minivan. I cooked that a little too hard there. That's fine because we got the straightaway coming up. I think this thing might go 150 miles an hour, which is pretty darn insane. Anyway, let's start pushing it now. A lot of traffic on the track now. Okay. AI trying to kill me as per usual, but that's okay. I'm not going to let it stop me. 140 miles an hour. 150 and still climbing. 160. Holy crap. And the traffic killed me. I could not recover from that, unfortunately. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is a speed demon. That is no joke. I think we're going to have to send that thing off to the car jump arena as well. What do you guys say? But first, we got to check out the old Pessima, man. This thing got some love in the update as well. So let's check this bad boy out. And already I can see, look at that right there. Pro tuned. Oh, yes. Very clear BMW vibes here. Look at those headlights. Oh, this is clean. Powered by Grunt. What does that say? High performance auto parts. Okay, so this is like a fictional. I love the fictional beamng brands, man. I don't think we've seen this one before. Grunt. That sounds pretty good. This one is pretty darn fast as well. A lot of traffic. Let's do a little crash test with this one as well, because why not? This feels like a race car, so I'm going to treat it as one. Anyway, let's see how fast this thing can go on the back straightaway here. And I think this one could easily go $150 or so. It felt like it had way more power to give, so let's see. 100 miles an hour, weaving through traffic. 120. 140 and climbing. This one is a speed demon in its own right. My goodness, 150. 160. And it looks like we're about to hit, 165 before we meet our most unfortunate end here. That was a very abrupt stop. Who would have thought? What's left of her? Honestly, doesn't look too bad. For hitting a wall at 175 miles an hour or whatever ridiculous number that was, not too bad. But you know what? Speaking of speed, the drag racing got a pretty significant update, which I haven't got to try yet. So we're going to try out this new drag racing system right here. But first, I need to get rid of the AI. Sorry, guys. I'll see you later. But I don't want anybody messing this up for me. You're going to honk at me. Okay. And obviously, we need a good drag car for this. And one of my favorites is the Barstow, man. It's just so good. So let's try this out. So how do we do this? Alder Drag Race Pro Tree. Pro Tree. Okay, let's try this one out. To complete this race, you must first stage at the start line. As you pull up to the line, you will see the lights at the top of the lighting system activate. Once you're on the line, both sets of lights will be on. Once staged, wait for the green light to start the race. Drive as fast as you can to the finish line. Okay. The vehicle is realistic behavior, so you'll have to manage the gearbox yourself naturally. To do this, use X, A and X, and LB to use the clutch if applicable. Okay. All right, so we got to get up there and stage this bad boy. So let's get up right there. Actually, I think I went a little bit too far. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Oh, kind of a bad start, but this thing's an absolute monster, so I think we're still going to run away with it. Oh, yes. Show me the times, baby. You going to show me the times? Hey, what do we get? 8 seconds. Okay. 8.874. Not bad. So we beat the opponent's time. My reaction time is 0.6. That's not terrible, right? I felt way worse than that, but you know, I'll take it. Kind of ended in disaster here, but I'll take that, man. Yeah, that new drag system is pretty darn cool, man. The Christmas tree lights, I love it, dude. That's a whole game mode by itself. Really is. Look at that. So yeah, with that, I think it's time we head over to the car jump arena and start launching some of the new stuff off the jump to see how far it can go. What do you guys say? Let's do it. All right, let's start off with a somewhat normal MD because we all know this one's probably going to go the farthest, but let's try this one. This one has a pretty sick paint job. I want to see what it's possible to do with this thing. My goodness, what a monster this one is as well. I feel like the engine's probably going to explode by the time we get to the bottom of this. You know, we'll find out when we get there. So far, so good. Hasn't exploded yet. We are redlining, not good. 140. Oh, 160. Yeah, there goes the engine, by the way. Tires exploded as well, but we did land it. Yes. Lost a couple body panels there. Oh, my goodness, but we are going to make it into the pool. Oh. A little bumpy, but hey, we made it for the most part. Oh, nice. The mirror made it back to us. But yeah, for the most part, pretty clean. But we could do better. We must do better. So what do you say we just strap a giant rocket to the back of this thing? That always seems to work. So let's do it. Alrighty, here we go. Let's not waste the fuel yet. Let's wait till we have some momentum on our side so we can really add some speed. Hopefully my tires don't explode. Okay, there's the rocket. 180, 200 miles an hour. Tires held up, and we are going to space. Oh my goodness gracious. Past the 700 mark in a monster truck and just disintegrating on impact. Oh my goodness gracious. And we still made it into the pool. Wow. Parts flying everywhere. Fire, death, oil. There's the rocket, still in one piece, surprisingly. What a disaster. A beautiful, beautiful disaster. That is the Gavril MD, everybody. Now, let's try something a little bit smaller. All right, this is that track spec of the SBR4 with that crazy looking wing. I love this wing, man. Very boxy. Yeah, this thing is pretty darn quick. 170, 80, 200-mile-an-hour launch. Pretty straight through the air, past the 400. Looking to be right around the 450 mark, almost exactly. Rough landing. Still have all our tires, though. Something is broken. Oh, wait, no. She still got life. No, okay, we can only turn right. Well, that's just not going to work. We didn't quite make it to the pool, but, you know, that's okay. At least she still looks pretty. And last but not least, let's get that old Pessima out here, this street-tuned version, which is very fast as well. Let's see how far this can fly. Another gigantic wing on the back of this thing. Approaching 190, 183. Nice lift off the top of that jump. Oh, that's going to carry us pretty darn far. Past the 500 mark, probably around 510 meters. Beautiful. Oh, the roll cage saved us there. Yeah, we're losing parts all over the place. No! So close to the pool. Hold on, we'll let it take a dunk real quick. There we go. Anyway, guys, this has been BeamNG version 0.33. Again, there is a ton of stuff I didn't have time to mention in this video. Like, for example, there's new scenarios. That's going to be its own video by itself, and a lot of changes to the career mode as well. So stay on the lookout for those videos on my channel, because I plan on making a few different videos on the stuff we didn't get to check here. But yeah, I hope this gives you a pretty good overview of some of the new stuff added in with 0.33, a monster truck, basically, and some pretty awesome versions of some existing cars. Overall, pretty darn good update. I gotta say, definitely looking forward to the next one. What do you guys think is going to be in the next BeamNG update? Let me know down below in the comments. And while you're down there, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.